Who is ready to make some money today? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? The markets, they are in a real momentum. We have a lot of liquidity, and it's because of something happened, obviously, like always. So what happened was that Trump, hot news, Iran just announced that the Strait of the Hormuz is fully open and ready for full package. Yes, my dear friends, how are you doing, guys? Welcome to this live stream. It's great to have you all here. And let's move forward to see a little bit of the charts. On the right, I keep the S&P 500 because, come on, let's face it, it's we're gonna have a lot of volatility on this one here today. I'm gonna go down to the 5-minute chart so we keep an eye on the levels that we will be interested. So based on the schematic on the S&P, I will be very happy to buy the market, okay? Not to sell the market, but everything has to be, in context. We have to wait a little bit and see how the market will react. Now it's first minute of the open, and if I show you here, you're gonna tell me, Theo, why did you tell us earlier? Why didn't you tell us earlier here? So guys, this one was a no-brainer trade, really, but we weren't live to take this trade. So the price came down on the S&P. It sold off heavily just 1 minute before the open, 1,000 contract at the downside. Everyone was selling here. Next candle at the open had a lot of selling pressure at the bottom and the price didn't move. That was the bullish signal. So it was the peak up. Sorry for that, but yeah, I wasn't ready on this one, but we will see. The market will offer some other opportunities today. I'm going to just keep this screen on the side, this panel, so I can see if something moves. I will let you know. So who is here today? 3B News came out. Yes. Hi, Theo. Let's make some money. Let's nail it down, guys. Did you see any moves on the gold so far? So gold, let's start with the daily chart. Actually, today we don't need to go to the daily because yesterday we had our plan in play, guys, right? We had our plan here. Who was here yesterday? Didn't we say that if the price breaks below this low, below this box, we have the previous day's low at the bottom sitting here? And if we will see the continuation, that means candles to close below this support, then we will consider to short it because it had a good potential to move to the downside. But it didn't happen, and towards the end of the New York session, and during the Asian session, and during the London session, the gold price was fluctuating around 4,700 to 4,780 to 4,700 and let's say 4,800, give it or take. Was quite wild, the range. And just 1 hour before the cash market open, of course, because of the positive news, we saw that spike and price just took over. Now the price rejected this high here and is consolidating within this area. On the lower time frame today, if we're going to see aggression by buyers, yes, we can look for longs. The US oil, of course, it's one of the US oil versus the US dollar. Yeah, it will be one of the commodities or one of the pairs we want to look for sales, because the supply now is there. There is no problem based on Trump's, let's say, I'm just counting my words to be very careful to what I'm saying, so you get the right picture. Based on the news then, the US oil is expected to go down. Gold is expecting to rally. NASDAQ, S&P 500. Remember, guys, I think it was 6 months or a year ago, Trump announced that they had a lot of investments going on from the UAE towards the stock market, towards the US stock market, which essentially meant that they were backing up the oil from the US, of course, because that's one of the back-end mechanisms of the stock market in the US. And now we see that the markets became optimist, prosperity, if you like. So most likely we're going to go for a bullish session. Faris, what's news? Welcome to the show. I will call this as a show now. Yesterday was a very productive stream. I made some profit, great insight. Thank you, man. You are very welcome. Happy to read some comments like this one. So today, I will be waiting. I'm just waiting for the market to settle a little bit. And the plan will be very, very clear. Mainly, we are looking to buy the S&P. If we find opportunities to sell the US oil, absolutely, because we're going to play the fundamentals now very well, and gold to go long. So this is the plan. might put this window here and move the screen on that side. So maybe we're going to put this one like this, so we can see better the actual move. I have 1,000, 100 bolivares ready to invest. That's great, my friend, that's great. Get ready and loaded, guys. On the 5-minute chart, the market, is considered bullish. So this one here is what I like to use for execution on the S&P 500. I just need to be able to read the numbers here because the numbers are important. I know many people, they will find it a bit difficult to read the numbers in real time, but once you get a bit comfortable, it's very helpful. Okay, so gold. This is what we call a parabolic move. And usually the market takes some time to settle after this move. So I'm going to draw the fib from the very beginning. I'm going to bypass this swing low. I'm going to take it from the very beginning. And so far the price bounced from the 38.2 Fibonacci. ideally, guys, 61.8 will be my level on the Fibonacci. I don't know if the price will make it up to here. Really, I have zero idea about that. But for high quality trades on gold, this is what I see. Now, of course, we expect the markets to become very, very aggressive, very active. Yes, absolutely. But on the other hand, there is also the high quality scenario. Yeah, and I like to trade high quality trades. I don't mind if one day I will pick up a trade. Let's say I have to be in front of the screen for, I don't know, 2-3 hours just to pick up one trade and make a little bit, rather than jumping, you know. I see some traders, and I consider myself as a scalper, right? Then I see some traders, they take 50 trades, or in a day 20-30 trades in a day, and their result, it's, yeah, better not to talk about their result. So quality over quantity, my friends. US oil, this one is good. There is one methodology that it's very, very accurate in the markets, the Wyckoff methodology, and it's a bit difficult actually, but it's quite good. And it basically it focuses on to pick up the reversal, but in a very meaningful way. So far this one here meets the criteria to see the reversal. But what does it mean, a reversal on this 5-minute chart on the US oil? It simply means that we can get from this point to the upside and fill up this low volume nodes area before we move further down. So the plan is, if we find something, I think this can be, maybe we're going to get something bullish on the maybe we're going to get something here now. Let me check something on this, on the S&P, because I see here a deviation. So maybe we're going to get long here.
Order filled.
Stop loss can go below this momentum here, 71.97, very tight stop loss basically.
Order filled. Order filled.
Let's see on the S&P. Can you explain how these numbers helps and the setup? These numbers are to find entry points. Once you decide that you want to enter the market, you use these numbers just to understand where the turning points, how the turning points will occur. That's all.
Order filled.
This is what we see on these numbers. So now the market is driven by selling pressure here, and when we see this kind of pattern, it means it was a lot of volume taking place. I'm going to include this in my course as well, so you guys can learn from A to Z how to actually use these numbers and this profile to trade. Okay, so let's go back on the gold. That's the 5-minute chart. We are still in a bullish sentiment, of course, but as I said earlier, I want to see the price coming a little bit below, down to these levels. For this one here, 560, 433 minus 450. So here it was a great chance for the sellers to get the retracement right. Now, if we don't see a follow through from the sellers anywhere here, it means that the market is gonna be buying heavily. And this is the moment we would like to get into the trade. So when you see blue, when this column here is colored blue, it means the contract bought and sold within this minute chart on the S&P 500 in the Chicago Mercantile Exchanger were more on buyer side. So there were more buyers in the real cash market than sellers this particular moment. At the bottom here, we see that the volume from this candle to that candle increased. So basically the candlestick shown on the left, where you see numbers without full candle, that means it's a wick. So here sellers are coming very aggressive. Yeah, let's see if they're gonna have a follow through. This is very important moment, very, very important, because so far sellers, they are dominating now. Sellers are trying to push a lot to the downside. We see how much volume is exchanging right here. Now, if after this candle, sellers will fail to push the price down, it's going to be a good indication that buyers might going to step in and just go all the way up. Let's see. So they followed through, and they followed through well. Remember, we are still in an uptrend here. The market is building to the upside. See now that buyers started to stepping in. Yep. See how the buyers now reversed and flipped the game? You see, we had too many sellers, more sellers, less volume. Now the sellers got bailed out and buyers took control. Everybody is buying here. Let's see if we're going to have a continuation. Let's see if we're going to have a continuation. Continuation to the upside. Now, this is a critical level. This one here, the one I'm pointing, it's very critical level because it was a lot of volume traded right here at 33s, 71 33s, and it will need significant push from the buyers to break above. but just bear in mind the higher time frame is in an uptrend, not in a downtrend. Look at this. This is a strong uptrend. Look at how aggressive buyers are here. After this, I think we're gonna explode, guys. I think we're gonna explode. Remember, this is the level I said it's very hard to break, and it depends on how we're gonna break. If the price just shoots to the upside, it's gonna just go. It will be difficult to be stopped, but yeah, we need to go through this level. Here we are. Here it comes. I want to see a lot of volume here. I don't want to see just small candlesticks. I want to see a lot of volume, No, you see, we didn't get it. See how the price immediately snapped? I told you, this level here. Let's see if we're gonna come back. This is the level we want to see it holds and breaks. Come on, one more push. It goes up, but without significant volume here. Do you see that? We don't get bars. Oh, now they come. It's a real battle now, real battle. A lot of buyers built it up here, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. We need to stay above this one. Yes. This is the 5-minute chart, and this is the 1-minute time frame. So they built it up a lot of momentum right here. I'll do something on the settings. This is a nice P shape on the volume profile. S&P unstoppable. NASDAQ is following. Gold is also following. If you pick up some trades on the gold, that's also good. It can be good. Here we had some rejection. I don't like to see that. From this point, I want to see the explosion, really. I want to see the price holding right here. Right here, because it was the two levels created majority of volume 1 minute ago, but sellers, they came very actively. It needs a lot of effort now. Here it comes, buyers are loading. Oh, let's go. It needs a lot of effort, but that's why we are here. Gold also pushes up nicely. I didn't pick up a trade here, guys, on gold. I didn't take any trades here because I wanted that retracement. It gives me more confidence, that deep retracement on gold. But on the S&P, man, that's wild. This is wild. We are just 5 minutes before the hourly candle close. Guys, remember that we still have today 30% bonus if you sign up at Deposit Money with YWO using my referral link at the bottom of the description. You get additional 30% first time deposit bonus. So hurry up. If you haven't get your account set up yet, just take it. And there is a pure reason that I like trading with YWO, and it's because of the spreads basically on both gold and US oil. Spreads are unmatched. Based on my experience trading with other brokers like the IC Markets, Pepperstone, I've traded with too many. Okay, trust me, too many, way too many. The last 12 years. And the spreads are something else. Also, resources. On the blog, you can find a lot of information. And if you want to learn from experts, one of these experts is Fred, among with myself, of course, yeah. So you can plug into his webinars. Next one, 22nd of April, Secrets of Successful Trading. So don't forget about that. Gold is pushing up. Sellers are building on the NASDAQ. Why they are building on the NASDAQ? We want buyers to build on the NASDAQ. To be honest, here we didn't have a lot of following through from the sellers. Here they tried to push down, they failed. I think we're going to go up. I think we're going to heavily go up. On the bid and ask, there are a lot of limit orders. Yeah, not a lot, but yeah, it looks a healthy DOM, so it's good. So everything is fine. Everything is fine. Besides that, these sellers are trying to push the price from this level, and I don't like this stuff, but yeah, let's see. I want to see the buyers, boom, 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 all the way up. Omar, are you also trading with YWO, best oil and gold spreads? Yep, I agree with you. And also, guys, if you are trading prop firms, I have the link on the description below with Prop XP 50% off. I mean, any challenge you buy, 50% off. Just use the code Theo at the checkout. If I will get this trade, which I'm getting this trade, I'm gonna make a 4-figure profit here. Let's see. If we're gonna get this trade, let's get this trade. Why not? It's normal that sellers are trying to bring the price down because we are approaching the today's session all-time high so far, and the all-time high and today's high, whatever how you want to name it. So yeah, sellers will always as the price that's the gold, as the price approaches a new high, all-time, especially an all-time high, majority of beginner traders, let's say, they're going to try to sell into this momentum because that's what they usually do. They always try to sell into the momentum. But from a high probability standpoint of you trading, let's say, it's better to wait for retracements like we waited here on the S&P, and I was screaming buys from the bottom here. So now I'm into this move, I'm riding this wave, and I have my take profit right here, just a little bit. Actually, I'm going to lower a little bit my take profit just to make sure I'm not going to get anything out on the slippage or something. If I will get this trade, I will make exactly 1,035 US dollars on this trade. Let's go. And again, I'm not just saying to pretend that, yeah, wow, and all this stuff, but that's the truth. This is what it is. I wish to everyone to make money in trading. That's why we are here. Again, sellers are trying to bring the price down, but also buyers are heavily defending this level. We see the delta here in 3 seconds. It's just one push, just one push. Sellers, they started early. We just need one push. That's all what we need. Or that's all what I need. I'm buying the beer. Mate, I don't drink alcohol. I stay up to tea and coffees, but I can buy even beers. Did you say beers or just one beer? Beers, okay. You put the S at the end. Just send me your city, your country, and we're going to figure it out. Here it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Let's hear the noise. Trade is field. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on. Where are you? Buyers. Buyers. Push, push. Look at the sellers. Orders field. Yeah. We're going to hear the noise or what? Oh, come on. What's going on here? Why all these sellers right now? Just need one push. We are just one push away. Just one push. Big, very big buyers here. Very big buyers. And a lot of volume. And here as well. Order field? Yeah. How is it playing games or what? Where did I put my take profit? Oh my God. $179, 147. It becomes wild. It really becomes wild, this one here. They became very serious here. Whoa, look at these sellers. Don't let the price drop. Every time they try to push up, we see that sellers are trying to bring the price down. Oh my God. What is it playing now? Okay.
Order filled.
Okay, order filled. Good, good. I just slightly moved the take profit just so I get out of the trade. So I don't know if you guys got anything here, but yeah. I had my take profit exactly at the top, right here, and yeah, I thought I had it slightly below, but anyway, profits are profits at the end of the day. This is what matters. Yep. Guys, every time you get out of a trade, regardless the result, every time, you have to create a routine to journal what you did, to understand if what you did was based on your strength or based on fear of missing out or something. And as you saw, this one was very much technical trade we took here. We started, we call this at the bottom. Let me show you again. It was I got into 643. I got into that somewhere. No, I got into that somewhere here at these levels. And yeah, I was thinking that the price will keep going down because I wasn't expecting 1K sellers to outperform the buyers at this point. But what happened here, we saw that sellers, they tried to push the price, see how much volume they created. Forget the numbers, okay? Forget the numbers on the bid and ask. See how much volume they created, that highlighted red. But the candle turned into green. It means that all these aggressive sellers, they got stopped out and buyers took control here. And since then, the price just kept going up and up and up and up. And I added one more position at this point here when I saw that they were strong. It was a strong buy momentum that followed through this turning point. So that's how I end up with a 4-figure trade here, 4-figure outcome. Usually I get 3 figures outcome, but that was a 4-figure and it was good. And yeah, the price just going up. And I got out right there. I had my take profit, I think it was there, but I got out. I got out right there. So what's next here? What's next? I think we have to let the market settle. What traders usually do after they see this outcome, they start, guess what? Selling because they are anticipating the retracement. Yeah, sometimes it works very well, but what about the times it doesn't work? How much it harms your mental thinking, your account, and all this stuff. So we have to be careful on that one. Let's forget this for a moment. Let's just focus a little bit on the US oil. Because if the price will stay like this, if the price stays like this, long seller try to push through, then we had a rejection, buyer stepped in on the hourly. And on the 5-minute chart, the price is trying to build up at the bottom here, lower lows, lower lows. That was the selling climax, and that could be the preliminary support. I want to see now the higher highs, higher lows on the 5-minute time frame. So just to confirm some bullish strength. Regarding gold, it went up, got rejected here inevitably because at this point there are a lot of sellers sitting and waiting, right? So, yep. What else, guys? By the way, do we have people here? They didn't join the YouTube, the Telegram channel yet. So please make sure you join the Telegram channel because I started posting a lot of things, and especially during the days, some days you won't be able to join the live session on the channel, which every single day now, same time, we have lives on this channel, and I will update the thumbnail at the top. Here's the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please show some love. If you find this valuable, yep, I will highly appreciate it. And you can go through a lot of videos here. So far the videos I have are purely for beginners, especially those tutorials. So if you are a beginner trader, plug in, watch, learn. If you want to learn how I think, how I analyze the markets, I have a lot of market analysis, weekly market analysis, so you can watch and see how I read the markets, what do I do every day. Some tutorials based on price patterns, you can watch them here. And of course, every day you're gonna receive notification that I'm going live on this channel. So come on, let me see who is gonna subscribe to the, if I refresh, do you think we're gonna get a new subscriber? Something happened. Thank you so much, guys, I really appreciate it. I have another 9 videos about beginners. I'm gonna upload them slowly, maybe one per day or every couple of days. You're gonna find them on the playlist here, a beginner trading series.
In this video, I will explain you
in this video I will explain you in simple words and examples how blah blah blah. So make sure you're gonna go through this playlist. Also, every day on the Instagram, I upload something. You can see the Instagram link from the YouTube channel, which is right here. And if you are lost, you see that there is an online course, you can take it. If you don't have consistency, if you don't have trading plan, if you don't want to come for private mentoring with me, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you plug yourself with the education system that I created for you. For those that don't know, I'm also a certified financial market analyst. I have a couple of certifications by official authorities, not by anyone who claims that gives certifications like this. So for all of my students, when they finish this course here, they can get the verification from me that, yeah, what they learn is based on my knowledge, which came from the education I have due to my credentials. So that's a plus for you. Gold is retracing. Maybe we're gonna get a retracement here on NASDAQ. Okay, maybe we're gonna get lucky to plug in ourselves into one trade. But from where? If you want to go low risk and get your chance, this will be the level, this one here. We had the majority of the volume right there. Just with a very low risk, very low risk, because the markets are wild. If you're gonna go in to sell, that's of course against the trend, but if you want to do something low risk, personally, I'm not gonna get into any trade to sell the S&P unless I see some kind of divergences that, yeah, the market is turning. If we turn it back to the candlesticks, it's making these highs, the delta, cumulative delta made a lower low. It can be a good one, yeah. But I prefer to have a P shape, not a B or sorry, I prefer to have the B shape, not the P shape on the profile. Sellers are active here. So how many points we can go? 51, 55 for 4 points. Yeah, we can try for 4 points. Why not?
Order filled.
4 points, low risk. 4 points, low risk. That means 51. We go 55. And where can be the take profit now? I got into this one with very low risk, guys. Very low risk. Okay. Oh, that's a value area high. That's not good. No good sign. Not good sign. We didn't reject it. If this trade worked, it's gonna likely come down to this area. But I don't think so. It's gonna work, that one.
Order filled.
I just closed it because it was something that I had to check before and I didn't. So what is the value area high? Value area high, it's the part of the volume profile suggests that it was the top range of the volume. So basically, from the moment I start counting the volume, I get the impression that majority of the volume was executed within this area. And the range of this area was this price and this price, and majority of the volume was right here. But what I didn't like, and I just closed the trade prematurely here, I didn't like the fact that this candle didn't close and follow through below this value area high. So that value area high now, it served as the bounce for more upward momentum, and this is why I didn't like it. That's why I don't like it. And if I see after 1 minute that my analysis is wrong, I'm gonna just kill the trade. I don't care if the price now will drop from here all the way down there, and yeah, I could make 3 and 4 to 1 reward to risk. That's okay. That's totally fine. Because every time I finish a session, I keep a journal. I journal my trades. I write down why I took the trade. Was it because of my fear? Was it because of my excitement? Was it because of a solid trading plan? Because of this and this and that? And if there is something, and this is actually, it creates you, it helps you to create the pattern, the right pattern that helps you to trade with confidence. See now this candle here, it comes to get into this range, but buyers are so much defending the level. It's insane. If we're gonna find something, maybe we're gonna find it on the US oil now. Euro US dollar. Is going up. It put here the inverse head and shoulder reversal, lower low followed by a higher low, and that end up as a failure swing bottom, one of the key reversals. And now the market is just going up. Also, cryptos became very positive and dumping the US dollar. Bitcoin finally broke outside of this. Jason, are you here? What's going on with Bitcoin, mate? Our plan to buy at, with Jason, our plan was to buy around 49.50k, but only if the price was breaking below the 60s. So now we're gonna climb all the way at least to 81, between 81 and 84,000 easily on the Bitcoin now. Ethereum will follow through. Solana. If you see my crypto wallet, I'm heavily on Solana. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm too much on Solana. XRP, SUI. Daniel made a killing on crypto longs this week. Well done, mate. Well done. Who else here is into crypto space? Any news for today beside that President Trump put a smile on his face? Nothing. Next week, Canadian CPI. The yearly CPI is the important one. Expectation is to remain at 2.3%. Oh, Canada's economy is doing well now for the consumers. New Zealand dollar CPI quarterly is increased there. Unemployment in UK, no reference yet. Retail sales then on Tuesday in the US, expecting to have a significant increase. Okay. Fed chair designated Wash testifies. Oh, okay. On Tuesday. A lot of news events on Tuesday. We're going to have a nice day. Guys, on Tuesday, be here. We're going to have a nice day. Then on Wednesday, Great British Pound affected by the CPI will be reported in the UK, up 0.3%. That's the forecast. And then we're going to start with the manufacturing and services purchase manufacture index. Then we have retail sales. Okay. So next week, volatility will be a little bit, so nothing compared to today. So, sorry, the first 2 days we will expect high volatility, a lot of volatility because of the events. I'm very curious when this event will be reported, how the S&P will fluctuate there. Did anything changed here on gold? Any move? So far it's trading within this area. US oil, come on. Oh, here is breaking down. And here is the best part for you guys. Sometimes you figure out what you're going to trade. Yeah. And you say you want to, let's say, go short on US oil. But you don't get the entry. It becomes that hard to get the entry, and that's the problem. Yeah. So what do you do How do you treat yourself in these occasions? Do you go for all in and whatever happens? This is an interesting market structure, very interesting market structure. From here, we're gonna get a clear. Sorry guys, I'm seeing something on the S&P now. We're gonna explode. S&P will explode. This is one of the best patterns that I teach inside my course. Kind of this one. It's not at a place it has to be to produce high quality trades, okay, but this is one of the patterns. Inside followed by a bullish engulfing, and then sky is the limit. But this has to be printed somewhere around key levels of support. If all these buyers will remain active, then we're going to have explosion here. How does it looks like on the footprint chart? Any insights we can get from here? Yeah, you see, explosion is on the way. So remember this type of patterns, if you find it after a strong retracement, after a strong sell-off, then it becomes a high quality trade, this one. The market finds it a little bit hard to break, to sustain the bullish momentum above this all-time high now. So back to the US oil. The price approached this key support. Do you guys agree? If we don't get a couple of candles closing very strong below this key support, then we're going to have a problem here. Because then we're going to go for a bullish move. And why this is a problem? Because when the market is in a downtrend like this one, the main force are the sellers. If we spot that is likely to build up bullish momentum and buyers will take over, we need to see a kind of rotation on the price. We cannot blindly enter just because we want to be right. No, we want to have structure. We want to trade with a framework, not randomly to enter trades. So it's better if the price keeps going down to sell it rather than waiting for the rotation and trying to pick up the bullish one. I think slowly we are getting ready to wrap up for today. What do you guys think? Or do you enjoy it? Do you want to stay more? If you want to stay more, we can keep just going. We can keep going. We're gonna find opportunities to trade. That's all. I can stay a little bit more today. That's fine. But with a deal, I can keep the live for a little bit more time, but make sure you also show some love to the channel. Yeah, just subscribe on the YouTube channel and like the content, like the videos, especially this one today. Remember that you can get 30% on your first time deposit if you open account with YWO. The link on the description below. If you use my link on the description below, you're gonna get 30% deposit bonus once on off. So you don't deposit today and tomorrow and after tomorrow and expect that every time you will deposit you will get the 30%. Yeah, just make your deposit and enjoy the privileges. And it serves the purpose exceptionally well because we trade WTI, we trade gold, and of course the indices. But especially in these two, the spreads are unmatched. So based on this price action, to go for a 2-to-1, the price has to come up here. And I will repeat myself, guys, bullish engulfing, if you don't know what is a bullish engulfing and you are interested to learn how to trade raw charts and volume and all this stuff, just plug into the course. But a bullish engulfing at key levels of support, it's a no-brainer. It's it produce high quality setups. Now, this part here, when we see this bullish engulfing reversing an inside candlestick, and that's where the quality of this trading setup lays. It's because we had this inside candlestick and followed by a bullish engulfing. It falls break to the downside and then it closed, buyers closed up very, very strong. And for this reason, if the price gonna go in a momentum, it will definitely reach a high level. And yeah, guys, out of curiosity, did anyone take that trade that we said 5 minutes ago? Here is another inside breakout on the US oil. What a trade, what a trade. If you guys took that trade, you might gonna find yourself in a good 2-to-1. The trade already went above 1.5-to-1. So if you got in this one, then happy profits. On gold though, I'm going to give you another one on gold. A break above this high. Now the problem on the gold is the stop loss. A break above this high on the gold will give a lot of bullish move, but only a break above. The problem now becomes the reward to risk scenario, because to get out at this high, as we don't know what's going to happen at this high, and having a stop loss at the technical level won't allow you to squeeze one-to-one at least to make back your risk. So it's a low quality trade. But if you really want to get into the trade, then you can consider this one, the break above this high. What I don't want you to do, and I'm sure that most of you are already doing it, you see the price is going down or you see the price is going up and you react to that. And you think, it's going to go in that direction and I will sell. It's going to go in that direction, I will buy. When we buy and when we sell, we always have that uncertainty inside us if the trade will work. And now I'm talking to you from the reality, as a real trader. There are people there, they're going to tell you, yeah, we mastered our emotions and we don't get emotional anymore in the trades. These are BSs. There is no human that can cut off his or her emotions. Nobody. I don't know anyone. Maybe you know someone, but I don't personally. I have no idea. So we have emotions, and our emotions will be present every single time we're going to place a trade. The key part is to have a routine, a trading routine that allows you to execute trades, high quality setups, without feeling that you are betraying yourself at the end. And without saying, that was an emotional trade, that wasn't an emotional trade. You cannot place emotional trades. You have the emotion of certainty and uncertainty, and you have the feeling actually of certainty and uncertainty when you place the trades. But that's another thing. You don't place the trade because because of your feelings. You place a trade because there is something there showing you that most likely one event will happen over another. Now, how you feel during the trade, that's a different story. Yeah? And here it comes, maybe one more. Maybe. Maybe not. But S&P and NASDAQ are flying, especially the S&P. It's wild. Sometimes when one market moves, all markets move the same time and you don't know which trade to pick up. No, I was busy closing a position on Ethereum. It jumped 6% up. No way. Wow. What trade was that? Next time, just tell us as well the trades you are getting into. Boom, 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 boom. Well done if anyone got that trade, guys. So today was another, let's call it exceptional day. We are ready to wrap up for today. Remember that it's Friday, last trading day of the week. Get ready that on Mondays the market will open with extreme volatility and gaps. So if you are holding trades overnight, have placed protective stops. You don't want to find yourself in an unpleasant event. And I want to wish you happy Friday. Take advantages of the two promotions here. The PropXP 50% discount using my code, using my name Theo. I make it easy for you guys. It's just THEO. On the checkout to get 50% off on every challenge you purchase. And also register, open your accounts with YWO and get 30% deposit bonus. Either way, you coming out winner. Happy Friday and have a great weekend to everyone. And I will see you on Monday at the same time with more trades and more action. Take care, everyone, and God bless. Bye-bye.